Hey, good morning, everyone. It looks like it's a certain show that we show on Tuesdays, but it's not. This is Thursday, and I'm Asada here for the Mama Africa's House new show for Thursdays. And today, I myself and my girl Naima Latif, we are both going to be interviewing Mama Africa. Mama Africa is the proprietor and CEO of Mama Africa's Marketplace right on 71st Street here in Chicago. And we're going to be looking at this is about to become a pillar in the community, a major force in the South Shore community and beyond, because as you'll see today, there's so much to talk about. And this sister, let me tell you, when we were looking for a host to come on the show, I was like, sometimes you deliberate. I didn't even deliberate. It was kind of like Mama Africa. And so the fact that she'll be here today is wonderful and marvelous. So, yep, you know me from Gathering of the Griots on Tuesday under the Female Solution. But today we're going to be rocking with Mama Africa. So why don't we just stay tuned and look at what is this about? What are we dealing with? We are still under the Female Solution. So let's take a look at that.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution.
All right, this is the Female Solution. We just got to let you know that up front. And then look who's with me. What's all this beauty about? What's all this beauty about?
Oh, you represent.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for being here. Again, thank you for giving us a platform to have our voices heard by the world and all of these wonderful topics that we have to focus on. So thank you very much.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for finding a diamond among us. This is going to be a fantastic new addition. Mama Africa is bringing us some culture, some wisdom, and some opportunities, because you're going to find out about a whole lot of the things happening at her place. So I'm excited, because I know that as we grow, we are able to introduce people to those that they need to know and interact with to make them better people. And that's what it's all about.
Actually, absolutely. I mean, the thing about Mama Africa that I love, and we'll talk a little bit about how we met and what that is, right? But what I love is that, some people talk about it, but she's being about it. Yeah. When I saw her open up a store on 71st Street, a main thoroughfare, on the corner, and it's not a little hole in the wall either. The fact that she did that, people do a lot of dreaming about doing things, and they do a lot of, we can't own nothing no more. They coming in our community, but that's not true. It's just a matter of, did you go down to the Department of Buildings to see how much the land was? Did you find out if the place was open? And so the fact that she has this store here in South Shore area, and I'll show the address and stuff. As a matter of fact, Mama's Africa's Marketplace is at 2100 East 71st Street. And so if you don't know it, you're gonna know it today. But right. Some people, and because a lot of people ask me things like, do you know where I could get some African clothes? Do you know where I can, and it's not a lot of places, but this is definitely a place, and we'll show some images a little later where people can look at the variety of things that she has from the motherland. So the sister is about it. And I'm so happy she's on. As soon as the flyer went up last night, people were commenting like, oh my God, I can't wait to see my sister on there. I got to get up earlier. And other people, so when you have people that are loved I just think that's an important thing because anything they do will have a following.
Absolutely. And also, we've been talking a lot about entrepreneurship and how we need to shift in terms of our focus of what we need to do strategically to change things. We have to stop thinking that the answer is to make somebody else do something for us. The answer is to us to provide for ourselves. And so this is such a fabulous new addition because it's going to inspire people to think, how can I use my creativity to create a business? How can I develop something that's been just an idea in my mind, but I've been afraid to go forward? And this is where we are evolving to as a people, as a world. You got to do for yourself and use those gifts and talents and skills that our creator gave you, because that's why you're here, to make it blossom. And she's showing how she did it and how you can do it too.
Let me tell you, one of the things I was talking to her about is how, if you don't know Theaster Gates, he's a brother who's out here on the south side of Chicago from the west side, and has a lot of institutions, from the Stony Island Arts Bank to, he had a film house. He said in one of the documentaries I saw on him that Black people need spaces. They don't have spaces to do things. And the fact that she has a space for us to do things, not just a store where you can buy things. That's, I mean, books, necklaces, clothing, art, all of that. But when you see the images of her space, not only is it well kept, it's huge. It's pretty huge here in the community for us to do everything. I'm talking about birthday parties, and we had an entrepreneurial day there, which I'll show with the organization called CEO Superheroes. But the key is she has provided a space for us to be a part of. And that's important to me, that we can, people might not even know it exists, but they're going to know it exists now. And if you're a part of Mama Africa's role, her crew, like if you know you roll with Mama Africa, if you need to have events, this is a place where you can do it. I told her, her place is full of designers and authors. She has books and all kind of things. So I think we're going to be hearing a nice variety of people that are actually a part of her institution.
Absolutely. And what you say about spaces is so critical. Most of the time, whenever we get ready to plan something, the first hurdle is where we're going to have it. And when you don't have your own, then you got to find somewhere. And then sometimes the negotiations get kind of stuck because they can't give you everything you need. And you don't always have the creativity or the leeway to create the kind of creative atmosphere you want, because the place is where it is and it's somebody else's, and they have their restrictions. So this is why having a space is so critical. And we can do so much more when we have a place to do it at.
Clearly. And so that is one of the reasons why I really value who she is, what she's doing, and the fact, y'all gonna hear in a minute, she was like, oh my God, I don't think I could do a Thursday show. But I was like, girl, come rock with the queens. The queens are up on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're up and doing this show in the morning, not worrying about it so early. That's what we do. You know, you get up early, you make things happen, and then you go on to continue the day. And so just the fact that she's decided to push past her fears and join the revolution and join us. She's pushed past them and gonna be, you know, I think it's so important looking at yourself, looking at myself, when we're not the regular images that you see in media, but she gonna be one more again of a queen coming to the table where, you know, sisters are gonna have this image of Black women who are here in a different flavor to look up to see as something that they can strive towards. And that to me is important too, because you don't see enough of it. We do dress like this beyond Black History Month. And
yes,
we know we're not going to a festival, but this is how we dress. And I think just going forward, even in these tumultuous times, stating who you are and being unapologetically who you are is very critical. No more, saving your face and making a different face for other people. No, there's something that we have to say from this standpoint. That's the whole thing behind my books, my Soulful Chicago Book Fair. We got our own stories to tell in our way for our benefit. And that's really giving a voice to us. And I think that is what her store does. And we'll talk a little bit more about her ambitions with that, when she ends up, coming on. But I feel like let's take a commercial break and come back and be ready to rock with Sister Mama Africa.
That's right.
All right, let's take a little peek, and so much to choose from. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed, into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with Zelda Speaks for your Monday morning mindfulness session on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays, 7 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, visit ZeldaSpeaks.com and send us your info. We'd love to have you. Experience mindfulness moments with the mindfulness/stress relief coach, Zelda Speaks. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of mindfulness on higher learning with Zelda Speaks. Make it a mindful day. And thanks for listening.
Yeah. Before she comes on, maybe we can play our global greeting so we can greet all of those who are watching us. You think it's early here. Well, it's different times all around the world. So let's just say.
Go ahead, because she Mama Africa. Let's do it. Let's show it. Let's get global.
All right. Yes. Let's get global.
We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, Palestine, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all. Join us live on the on-air radio network called 727-731-5192. We want to talk to you.
All right, we want to talk to you now. Well, he always said I love that. But here's the deal. I felt the tremor a few minutes ago. Oh no. There's another queen in the house. Oh gosh. And when I bring her on the screen, just you better feast your eyes on the beauty. Like this is a whole new movement. I want to welcome to the stage none other than my girl, Mama Africa. What's up, baby?
How you doing? How you doing?
Let's see if we can hear you.
Grand Rising, morning, all those beautiful.
And rising, yes, yes. Well, the world is watching, and you got somebody that already is looking forward to come aboard. Yes, our queen, Sister Zelda from Monday Morning Mindfulness.
Hey.
Yes.
How you doing, Mama Zelda?
Yes. And what's so dope, I'm telling you, as soon as the flyer went up about your show coming on board, people were going ahead and they were commenting like, "Oh, I can't wait to see my sister. Oh, she's winning." You know, so I think one of the dope things is that you actually have a following of people who believe in you and who support what you are in the community. And so thank you for pushing past your fears and being here.
Yes.
You know, we always feel like we're not ready. So thank you for listening to your spirit and presenting me with this opportunity to be able to do what I'm supposed to be doing.
I love it. So let me ask a question. Let's start with who you are, right? We're going to talk about the store and stuff in a minute because I can see in the background you're at the store. She ain't in no fake background. That's not no AI. That's an actual African match, y'all.
I saw y'all and I was like, man, I'm supposed to have me a little background, huh? Okay.
You got it. You got it good. So question, how in fact did we meet? Because I love to hear the connection. And even if it's not the initial way we met, you talked to me last night about a connection we made that made you respect who I was. And then it was mutual. But can you talk about what that is?
Well, of course, spirits draw to each other, reflections always. But I'm a single Black mom. So I'm naturally being drawn to your book, Beating Black Children. My mama beat me, her mama beat her. And I did beat my children, and trying to work on not doing that and, finding other alternative ways of interacting and parenting. And I was at this event, because we always trying to be the best mamas that we can be. It was at South Shore, what was this, on 71st and Jeffrey. And I had my children with me. It was my first time outside, with my children in the community. And I was nervous. And I'm like, now, how do I be a mother and, like network and, enjoy myself as a woman? And I saw you standing there, you was looking all fly, like you was, jamming, with the one. But I don't know how I ended up talking to you, but of course I came on and hugged you because, your energy is so beautiful. You gave me the rundown. She gave me the rundown on all the kids that was there. She was like, girl, that's the kid, Eric. Let them kids go over there. She like, this kid do this kid do that. And it was just such a, I just felt so supported and loved and like, okay, you can do this. You'll be all right. She like, let her go over there. Now she gonna know she can't go over here. She gonna go this way. She gonna go that way. It was just such a wonderful feeling of community. Of support from a Black mama, and I felt like, I'm okay. And we survived. She made it through. I made it through.
Yes.
We are here. So
yes,
thank you, mama, for, just being that support for me at that time. Actually, things that seem small to you, may mean so much to other people. And I definitely, I think I might even cried that day. I was so overwhelmed, so thank you so much for, your love, care, and support, not just for the community, but us individual Black mamas out here.
No doubt. And the beauty of that, there's a process where we got to transform from what we were to who we are.
Yes.
Period. And so, we get out there with the kids and all they used to do is tell us, well, don't touch this, don't touch that. Don't reach it. You might fall. they putting all kind of curses on us. You might fall. You better stop doing that.
Right.
And because the kids don't, the children don't have the same fear that we have. They just out and they just see freedom.
Yeah.
And I think that as a cultural people specifically, we talk a lot about freedom, but freedom doesn't come from anybody. It's not something someone gives us. Freedom is something that we just are.
Yes.
And our children, if they're going to be free, we got to let them be free. Like they got to feel that not being locked down by us. And so, yeah, we got to transition and make that right. So you did it. You know, you amongst the living. I told her, come on, Queen. The Queens is up at 7 a.m. Let's go and get with the Queens in the morning.
I say, the up and coming Queens. Yes, ma'am.
The up and coming Queens. Let's do it. So basically, before you came on, we were talking a little bit about you, the store. And I said, you know, some people talk about it, but you actually being about it, because the fact that you have a store on the corner, it's not in the cut. It is on the main thoroughfare, metro station, bus, everything. It's in the community for everyone to see. And it's, and I'm going to show some pictures and stuff later. But how did you come to even want to do that, to take your ideology and put it in a brick and mortar store and in the hood? How did that even come about?
You know, people be expecting a different type of story, but so I actually wasn't really looking for a store. I was looking for a storage space, but community is in my heart. I've always done community organizing, youth organizing, education reform, some type of something, political stuff. I'm always in community. I love my people. I love Black people. Always trying to figure out how I, one single person, you know, could make a difference in the community. And I was looking for a space. And one of my girlfriends was telling me about the space that was open. I was really just looking for a storage space. When I got here, it was almost like I was just destined to be here. It's just weird. So I got here in the space and I had, you know, a few things and items that I put up. Some people was coming in from out of town. They wanted to do a book signing. And so I was like, okay, well, I got this space, you know, we could just do a book signing. And honestly, the store was created based off of kind of the needs of the community. It wasn't planned. It wasn't, it just kind of developed into the space that it is based off of what was needed in the community.
Girl, y'all, come on, stop playing. See, that's when you know, you got to rock with the divine and you got to listen. You got to listen, not to your friends talking about how you going to do that. You want to listen to the creator, because you think you're doing one thing, but you're really doing another thing. Like the creator got you covered, right? And helps you rewire what you need to get in place. And so you got the place, a person wanted to do the book signing. What made you make it an African-centered entity? Like I when you go to your Facebook, you can see who you were, you can see who you are. Where did Mama Africa even come from? Where she come from? She's emerged.
So the funny part is, I love all things African. Like I love Africa. I love the clothes. I love the culture. I love the Africa that's inside of me that I don't even know where it came from. And I search for it. You know, I search for ways to connect to it. I search for ways to learn more about it. I search for ways to like bring it out of me, you know, to connect to it, to feel like it's a part of me and not something that people told me that it was a part of me, but actually to feel it from the inside. And I used to go to different stores and, you know, it was just so expensive to obtain, and I didn't have a lot of money. And I finally was blessed to be able to go to Africa, and I saw that the prices wasn't that expensive. And I was saying, well, dang, why we got to pay so much over here? So I had just said at that point, like, I'm gonna have a store and I'm gonna make it affordable for people like me that want to be able to connect to the culture, but can't afford to necessarily connect to the culture. So I feel like the space kind of with the event side on one side and then the store on the other side, it kind of gives the ability for both. So even people who come in here daily, most people that come in here daily don't even buy nothing, unfortunately. But it's the culture, you know, like it's the ability to be able to come in, be surrounded. I get free waters, free food, like all types of things. But it's just like I want people to be able to come in and feel connected to, you know, the Blackness within, the African within, like Africa, and not even just like the place or the location, but the colors, the love, the sun, the pride, you know, all those types of things. So I think that's kind of just what it was just like, yeah, just the love for Africa and wanting to put that out in our community. You know, we got all kind of stuff that's on the corners over here, you know, all kind of things that people, you know, that's pouring into our communities, you know, and I feel like coming into the hood, because the hood ain't coming, you know what I'm saying, going someplace else, like the hood is the hood. So it's like if we are trying to shine the light and be a difference and a change and, you know, help people, we have to be where they are, you know. Right. And one of the things that I love the most about being here is it's all different types of people in South Shore. You got doctors, the lawyers, and, you know, the addicts and the crazies and all of those beautiful things. And they all my people.
That's
and
right.
Anybody who come through my doors, I treat it the same way. I'm gonna treat the doctors like I treat the addicts, like I treat the crazy people. I'm giving everybody hugs. I'm telling everybody that they are welcome, educating them, and you know what I'm saying, just telling them about the beauty of who they are within. Because if we look at ourselves and love ourselves, it's impossible for us not to look at other people that look like us and love us too. You know, I think that's the hood part about it is. And I'm hood. You see me like, you feel me? So, you know, you can't really touch people if you won't know, you know. So I love the fact that I'm hood, you know, and I love where I came from and where I'm going. And who I am, you know, and my ability to be myself, which means my ability to be myself means I have the ability to love people for who they are and where they are and not who I want them to be or who I think they should look like. You know, if you got on some Timberlands, you know what I'm saying, and a kufi, but you got everything else, you know, it's just like whatever it is, however it feel good to you to make it your own. Like there is no right or wrong way to look Black or to feel beautiful or to look African or whatever it is. You don't have so many people asking like, you know, how you tie your hair right? Baby, your hair wrap is your crown. You know, you say you want it tied. It ain't got to match your shirt. It ain't got to match your shoes. You know, so I think that's the thing. The beauty of being in the hood is to be able to talk to my people and ignite that same light from within, you know, and just to see it. Like, I'm going to get emotional, but, you know, it's like every day and it's beautiful. You know, people look down on and people shy away, you know, and it's like, to be able to love on them and to be able to pour into them. You know, I have people that I've helped, you know, get off of drugs since I've been over here. And this ain't no task. It ain't no task, man. But I can proudly say, like, I've carried on since I've been here for 3 years. It's people that's been clean for 3 years because I've been over here. And just the people in the community, you know, they love and respect me because I love and respect them, you know. So I'll be talking forever, so go ahead.
Look, this your show. Just so you know, y'all see that you're tuned into Mama Africa's house. And so if you are loving this energy, you better be ready every Thursday to get this energy. Because if you tied into Mama Africa's house, you tied into Mama Africa's marketplace, you tied into Mama Africa's temple, which we're going to show images in a minute, then you have the ability to be part of the voice that she's going to bring in on Thursdays. Who this? Grand Rising Beautiful Queens. I see you and love your hood, love your hoodness. Boo, 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 boo. That's right. That's right.
Yes. Yeah. You know, we had a fabulous show yesterday. He presented our guest with a doctorate degree. Our guest was from Nigeria, a young entrepreneur who's just done some fabulous things. And it was such a powerful moment. I mean, the brother broke down in tears. He was so touched.
Yes.
So thank you to the chief who has really been a great supporter and promoter of our shows. I'm so grateful. But yesterday, that was
supporting and loving everywhere he goes. So we appreciate you for all you doing in our community. Yes, sir.
You can see a movement starting. Like, I need y'all to understand and feel the energy right now this morning. This is This is how you do it. You don't worry about what other people are saying or doing. You get up and do it. You don't like to hear somebody talk good. You got to get up and talk. And so to have you here to really say to the hood, what's up? Let's go. We're going to have you on our show. We're going to show some clips a little later, but you got people in the community that entertain. You have people that come do events in your space. You have designers. I want to show another image of your store. Beautiful work. So you see all the jewelry, you see the art, you see all of that, and y'all, it's not looking scant like a little mask here and a little mask there. You know, sometimes people's stuff be looking like a little hole in the wall. We're not doing that.
Now look, we can't knock the little people because we got to come from somewhere.
I know we're not knocking them, but if you're gonna open a store, you better do it. Don't come in here. When we go to Macy's, they don't have one shirt up and two shirts up. No, you are inundated.
But you know what, Mama, I would like to say though, because I have a lot of people that come in here and talk about the space. It didn't start off like this, and just a little bit of faith in doing something when I didn't feel like I was ready or prepared to do so, and I just went on ahead and did it anyway. With the half of Amazon bookshelf, I had most of the masks that was in my store when I opened was from my own home.
I feel you. I feel you. My key is I'm so glad you kept evolving. That's the bottom line. You got to give the people, we have to see the equivalent in our world that we have in the other world. And that's affluence. And that's abundance. Abundance is a thing. And so when you go in and y'all can see that picture, the clothing, the drums, it might have started one way, but it ain't that way 3 years later. It ain't that now. And it's going to be even more now that you have the show Mama Africa's House, and you'll be, featuring people that are putting things in your store who wouldn't want to be a part of what you do. And so we're going to lay it all out. We're going to get into your space. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
But got some more comments coming up too
we got more comments coming up. Good. And so you guys stay tuned. I see y'all viewers coming to the table. If you want to call in, I think the call-in number is right there, 727-731-5192. Feel free to call in. The show is only to 8, so don't be late. Don't be waiting to the last.
I like that slogan.
I'm gonna have to grab that one, Mama.
That's right.
Yeah, baby, go ahead. I'll be coming up with it. I'm a little wordsmith when I want to be. But anyway, don't touch that dial, y'all. Y'all stay with us. We're gonna bring up a commercial break real quick, and we'll be right back. Peace.
Hi, this is John Alexander.
And I'm Naima Latif. Meet people like you who are making a positive difference in the world.
Big difference.
Watch us every day on The Media Connection at www.youtube.com/The Media Connection TV.
YouTube it. We'll see you soon.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with Zelda Speaks for your Monday morning mindfulness sessions on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays, 7 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, visit ZeldaSpeaks.com and send us your info. We'd love to have you. Experience mindfulness moments with the mindfulness/stress relief coach, Zelda Speaks. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of Mindfulness on Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks. Make it a mindful day. And thanks for listening.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif. And if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk to people. In these times, people are using the internet to talk to everybody. Friends, neighbors, family members, co-workers. People are on their cell phones and computers all day long. Now, if you're in business, that is great news. That means you can sell your products and services all day long and never have to leave your home. All you need is a media connection. Somebody to connect you to an audience.
And that's why I'm talking to you today. We produce programs, and our audience members are people who shop. They buy clothes, food, beauty supplies, cleaning supplies, home repair, transportation services, child care services. Whatever you're selling, they need to buy it. We're your media connection. Just follow this link, and tomorrow you can sit back and relax at home while your business is making you money.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it. We are back.
Hey.
Back with the queens in the house, rocking and rolling. Look at all these colors and purples, yellows. Ooh, y'all better know. Y'all better know. And let me just say this before we go on to the temple and talking about that. We have no idea the impact that we get to make to women in terms of showing a standard of beauty that is just natural. You can't tell me that it doesn't feel good for a brother to be all up on you and don't have makeup all over his body and his shirt. You can't tell me it don't feel good to rub hair and just not have to worry about it, and
come off on your head. Oops, did I take it? No.
Oh yeah, it's we're real women who see a beauty in the culture. And I know when I took on this kind of image in the 90s in New York, this was sort of the thing, but then it just became my lifestyle. And so not only I have women say things like, that looks so good on you, I don't know if it'll look good on me. And I'm like, girl, you are me. Like, we the same, it would look great on you as well. But also the brothers, I can't tell you the respect I get from the brothers. You can't tell me they don't call you queen. They call me queen all the time. Ain't a day where they talking about baby, this and that. They're not doing that. It is, hey, queen, peace, ma'am. Very respectful. And so I do want to say, please continue doing what you do, because you're setting that tone. We all setting that tone.
And something else also. I mean, it's the outer appearance, but it's also an inner spirit that you carry that people feel, because they know that there's a dignity that you have based on your respect for who you are. And that's what we model when we're out in the community. You really touched my heart when you said that about inspiring some people to get off drugs, because we have to stop being afraid of our people. People take drugs because they're in pain and they're trying to alleviate the feelings of despair and hopelessness. And when they see women who give them some kind of feeling of being important and that they matter, it lifts them up. So that's what we have to do, be present so that they can feel our spirit. And that really inspires us. And of course, also, even like you say, Assata, with the natural beauty, a lot of that comes with products that we learn helps to cleanse our inside so that it shows on our face. So you don't have to put on a face. Your face doesn't have a lot of eruptions because you're eating bad food or putting bad chemicals in your body. So that kind of knowledge is valuable, and to have a place where things can be displayed and things can be offered and people can learn, that is so critical. We've got some more callers here that some viewers here that we've got. Hey, from Jody Susan, who's down there in Georgia, about to come out with a book, and she says, I love self-empowered women. And of course, she has been one of our team of empowering women. She's got a book coming out. We'll be hearing more about her, talking about natural health and all the things that we need to know as women, because we're the ones that raise the children.
Yes.
You don't verbally abuse them, because that's killing their spirit.
Yes.
You don't physically abuse them, because that's also killing their spirit. And this is the kind of wisdom that we have to bring so that the world changes.
Yes, ma'am.
We always say we're global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be.
Yes,
you better say it. You better say it. So I just want to show, this is me at the marketplace with my girl. Oh, this Mama Africa. So, but I want to take some time to look at the other part of what you have, and that is the temple. And y'all, this is the event space. Now, let me tell you right now, you think some people, they have a little thing, I don't know what they have, but I'll be calling dollar store cute. This don't feel dollar store cute when you go in. It feel like a good space where you could do a lot of things. And so this particular event, this organization called CEO Superheroes, where young people learn things from entrepreneurship, golfing, and the like, this is what was going on in this particular event. But I want you to look at the depth of the room. It had enough space for a young brother to be selling their wares. They were selling body butters and selling the packaged fruit. And one brother was showing how to play golf in the space. Then you had just look at the variety of people in the space. You got Brothers from the Nation was up in there, baby. They was the nation, the Brothers of the Nation. Then you had a DJ in there. Then you had a brother who was doing sort of showing these model cars that they make, these remote control cars. But I really want y'all to look at the decor. Look at the window. You got big windows for the community to look in and to see what's going on with these African drapes. It just has such a great environment for people to, experience everything. That's me again, showing my body butter, girl. But I want you to look in the back of me, though. Look at the space in back of me. See, I want you to see like the volume of the space is important. And then you got more vendors in there. So like this is an event with a bunch of vendors in the space. So guess what she's not doing? She's not talking about, oh, I got to sell stuff, don't have vendors. No, you go support the vendors and support us. So Mama Africa, talk a little bit about events in your space and what do you usually, what makes you decide on what type of events can happen in your space? What happens in your space?
So events typically, I keep it to, it's a culture center, it's a community space. It's not an event space. So it's not for the birthday parties and the shenanigans. But basically, if it's anything that's giving back to the community, anything that is supporting our community, that's doing, upliftment, that's pouring into our community, then I offer the space at a donation-based rate. Sliding scales for people who are doing things for free, that just want to give back, that, need a space to be able to do what they're doing or do whatever healing that they feel like they're doing to the, for the community. So if you want to do some healing, some community, some giving back, then that's what we offer that space for that. We have a 10-foot copper pyramid back there for meditation. We have yoga mats that's already there, cushions. It's just a space for healing and love and light and, trying to be a beacon and pressing that energy out into our community.
We had a comment, got some love going on, but then we also got, is there a fee to utilize the event space? If so, what is the price? Which she just mentioned, if you just want to reiterate that, because you said it's not an event space. Say what you said again, just so we have it in our Rolodex, and then what you said about the price.
So it is a community space. Of course, I got to pay rent. Most of the people that do donate to the space donate on average about $90 an hour. But it's a sliding scale. If you can't afford it and you need to be able to give back to our community, then we don't really turn people away because they can't afford to pay for it. It is, as long as you're giving back energetically into our community, you are paying your fee, because it is what we need. And that's what we're here for. We're here to build the community, to make the community strong, to shed a light, and if you got some light to shed, then come on over here and shed that light onto our community.
I love that. And here's the deal. This is what I want to say to us. Don't be acting like you don't have money. Stop doing that now. Stop playing with you. Because we do, when we want to have a banquet at the blah, we know how to have a banquet at the blah. And so I want us to be, as a people, we have a lack sometimes that we believe in more than we believe in abundance. But I feel like in appreciation and showing how much we, like I said, appreciate and love this institution and the community, it should be like just commonplace. Here, how much is this? And let me give you a tip. Like that's the vibe. You know, not coming like you can't afford things. Because if you acting like you can't afford things, and you probably shouldn't afford to be doing what you're doing, it's going to bring the energy that you're bringing. But when you come into her, that's me speaking now for Mama Africa. Now you see, she nice, but I'm gonna come with it. Y'all black people be wearing red bottom.
Mama, you ain't said nothing different than everybody else. So they like your flat rate is $500. But go ahead.
Let's go. We have the money, like, period, you know? So I just want us to be aware of that. I think the way you think, though, is very key. It is going to bring you abundance, though. It's just like that rapper D1. He sold his album. He's all cultural, Christian, he positive, whatever. But he was charging for his album. He said you could pay $1, or $10, $100. I don't care. Just go on and buy it. And that dude made like 100,000 from just that mentality. And I think that we're getting in an age where we are starting to appreciate each other better, because we got forces that are like obviously trying to, you know, eliminate us. So it's making us love on each other a little more. So I love that. And I feel like you're going to see tremendous abundance because of your viewpoint. Now, I want to show a little bit more and talk about the temple. We even have some video that we want to put up because, you got stuff going on. Now, here's some painting that was going on in there. Again, sisters selling pies. Pies was delicious. So, I mean, it's just so many things.
You can't roll over the Sister Imani bean pie.
Come on. You
know, this is the Imani bean pies. Now, this is like, ain't no bean pies in the world like Sister Imani bean pies. Now, so Sister Imani, I do want to stop and just talk about her. She has been such a blessing and an inspiration to me. She's been in this community for a long time, serving the community. I was grateful enough to be able to share some space with her over the summer last year in April. That's where the Feed the People came from. As a young person, I'm always, you see the Black Panthers feed the people, like, oh, that's awesome, I'm gonna feed the people, but I thought they just fed the people because people was hungry. But it took Mommy Imani. She came, she like, you want to feed the people? With us, feed the people, so she used to feed the people, and she started feeding the people here. And it wasn't, garbage and hot dogs and hamburgers. It was lentil soup, navy bean soup, chili, chicken noodle soup. Like, these are real ingredients, real food. And she cooked them every single week. And we was able to, I believe, I want to say on average, it was between 80 and 100 people that we feed every Friday at 5:00 for the Feed the People. And I just want to give her props to that, because nobody donate to us. We don't ask. Well, I haven't been asking for no money. Everybody like, great, better do that. But it was just something that was from the heart. And I just want to give big ups to her, because for, I guess in April, it'll be a year that we've been able to continuously feed the people every Friday. Good, hot, nutritious food. People was coming with fruit cups, and, we got waters and juice, and then it turned into a clothing drive, so just big ups to Mama Imani. But go ahead, sorry.
No, this your show. I keep telling you, this your show. You the one that talk like it's, and look what they're saying.
Yeah,
look, I'm really enjoying this show.
Yes, so get ready to enjoy it every Thursday. Absolutely.
Thursday. Look, the energy is great. Boom, boom, boom. And so it's just real.
I did want to comment on the dashiki you wearing, Mama, because that's kind of what created Mama Africa. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I used to wear dashiki every day. Yes. I wore a different color dashiki and a hair wrap. That's all I wore. They used to call me the dashiki lady.
Yes.
And that's kind of what made me want to start selling the, products. I was gonna start selling dashiki shirts. And it was simple. It was cheap. It was African. I felt good, and it was a beautiful thing. And my family used to joke and call me Mama Africa, like, oh, here go Mama Africa, boo, 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 all that silliness. You know how Black folks is. We are crazy. And so when I was trying to pick a name for the store, I'm like, I don't know what to call it. And I just heard my family in my head, some Mama Africa, here she comes, so
that is great.
And I in the store, and as I went on, I'm in the community, and people like Mama Africa, and I'm like, not hearing it because that wasn't my name, you know what I mean? But it was a thing that was given to me, I guess out of affection and love. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. From my family and from a community people, that's how the name became Mama Africa.
I love it. Look, Brother Quentin said, Mama Africa, although I'm not coming out, I will stop by this weekend for sure. Boop, 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 boop.
All right.
as a result of this show, you're going to see that more and more. So I want to show a little bit I want to show some action that actually happens in the store. Let me see if I could get that up, honey, because people be in there doing things, y'all. They be in there drumming, playing, just a ton of things. So let me just show this right now and get this. Let me press play on that.
I always love young people. I love the babies. Yeah, I love the baby, mama. Got a drum circle. Happy Kwanzaa. Oh, my bad. Kwanzaa candles. Dripless, smokeless. Get your Kwanzaa ready. Mama Africa's Marketplace, 2100 East 71st Street. On the corner of 71st and Clyde.
And then you say everybody got it to me.
Okay. Asha.
So everybody got it means what's the news for the day? Cooperative economics. What is it? Cooperative economics. Who's your name? Now, Kwanzaa is not just 7 days.
Now,
we got a caller.
We got a caller.
Yeah, we told you we end the day, so don't be late. Okay, area code 312-273. Your mic is open. Please give us your name, where you're calling from, and your comments for Mama Africa. Go right ahead.
Hi, my name is Andy. I go by Fashima. Mama Africa is my sister, my spiritual sister, and I just wanted to say congratulations on your show and everything that's coming your way. I want to say thank y'all for providing this platform for her. And I just hope that this is just the beginning of so many more beautiful things so we can continue to build our community.
All right.
Nice.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I got a quick question. Have you ever had events where you have chairs there, like it's maybe a presentation or
yeah, we had.
how many people would you say I might fit in that space for that?
Probably maybe 125, 130 comfortably without congestion.
Mm-hmm.
The most that we have had in chairs has been like 120.
Okay. Well, I know for sure, and we're gonna talk about this after the show. Because we are launching, some major enterprises, our new TV network and radio network, and we want to have an event, and it makes sense to have it at the place of one of our team members.
So
we can bring it right out there.
I would like to speak to the young sister that called. One of the other reasons for the space is because it's not a lot of places in the city where you can go and just experience like different types of spirituality, not like religions. It's a lot of religious spaces in the city, but I look for spiritual. I love spirituality. I love to connect. I love the Holy Ghost. I love all of the, the spiritual aspects of the spirit, meditation and yoga, anything that helps us to be better, because we all have different types of journeys. We all do. We need different things based off of where we're being, where we're going. And I feel like if we have access to things that make us better, like meditation may not be for everybody, but you may find that in art and music. So, it's just like whatever is feeding the spirit, that's what this space is also for, to help people's spirit to be shining, to be a light, and that may look different for everybody. So it's a space where it can be different types of spiritual things that's going on to help ignite the light within.
That's beautiful. I want to show this one last video because we're almost done. Lord, we got about a few minutes, but I want to show this other video because y'all talking about she in the community. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't understand. I'm going to show you right now, though. I'm going to help you understand what we talking about up in here. Let me just show you this right now. Please. Let me close these so you can see it clear that the people in the community are in the place. Hold on.
Yes.
Hey! I see you. There you go.
Hey! Giving our toys to young people in the community. I love young
We go right to the right, to the left, take it all around. We love dance, go break it. Now, throw some balls on them. Okay, this now we gotta do it. Come on, Chris, let me see you rock.
Now, I just want to show that.
I had to get my, you feel me?
Look, but see, I just got to show that because sometimes we be faking the front. You think you got on a head wrap, but you're not associated with the people. Y'all, they in the street, bus pulling up, all kind of loving it. They doing a line dancing in front of the store. You see Mama Africa in the back. So I think it's important to know, like I said, you're about it. You're not just saying it. And having you on today, you guys, let me say to you, be here every Thursday because this is the Mama Africa's House show. She will be running the show, interviewing people. We may be on from time to time, but Thursday is when you're going to get this energy. And I do want to say thank you, sis, for coming on today because this has been the energy I love. I love this. Energy. And any parting last words?
I think, did we get all the comments? I
think we got all the comments. Yep. Any last words before we go, Mama?
Just like I said, before, thank you. Sometimes we don't feel, ready, or, a lot of times we don't see the light from within. So, to have other people to see your light, and then ask you to shine it. I appreciate that. I appreciate the opportunity. And coming from, too bad queens, you know what I mean? Like, thank you for all you guys have been doing in our community. And if, y'all see something in me, then I feel like I'm doing something right. So thank you for pouring into me and thank you for pouring into what we have going on here. And I appreciate you guys.
You got it. Y'all heard it first. Thank you, Naima Latif, for giving us this platform with the Female Solution. And thank you all for viewing. We'll be with you next Thursday. And stay tuned for every day there's something at 7 a.m. right here with the Female Solution. Love y'all much. Peace. Deuces. Have a good one. Let's close out.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, zhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, dziękuję. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, Ngiyabonga. Senegal, Jaref. Kenya, Asante. Israel, Toda. Pakistan, Shukriya. Afghanistan, Tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.